fuck studying Colorado Springs. They're fucking lost. Y'all should fucking study me. I grew up next to Focus on the Family that became Alliance Defending Freedom. They tried to fucking infiltrate my psyche years ago. It didn't take. I think it was because of the Boy Scouts. The Boy Scouts of America was established before these fuckfaces tried to take over. I think even the Russians think that like Boy Scouts is like a paramilitary organization. Ideology that I have as a foundation from the Boy Scouts helped me combat this stuff. And then I think I'm naturally above average intelligence, and I had a caring family, and I went to a badass private school, and I went to a badass public school. I went to Texas Christian University. Why the fuck I'm laser focused on this shit is because I think I was fucking born to burn MAGA. Legit, I think I was born for this shit. I haven't cared about much of anything until I was activated once MAGA went over the deep end. I think you should study Fort Worth, Texas. I think you should study Tarrant County. It's one of the counties that the ADF targets for, you know, redistricting and voter suppression. Y'all should study Alliance Defending Freedom. They're the ones who came up with all the anti-trans bills. They're the ones that came up with the game plan to have Harlan Crow pay off Clarence Thomas and to corrupt our Supreme Court. I believe they have employees that are married to federal elected officials that helped facilitate Jan 6 on the back end and on the front end. I think they're the law firm that came up with a fake elector scheme and helped implement it. They're the network that helps Trumpism go. I think that should be studied, but specifically DFW. Like the KKK is headquartered really close by. Harlan Crow's here. Not only did I get fucked over by a MAGA health insurance agency like 15 different ways right after we rolled out Obamacare since Trump took office. Also, I had multinational corporations that MAGA colludes with come after me with frivolous lawsuits, and I beat them pro se. I have like Russians like trying to hack my shit. I have MAGA Russian trolls threatening to kill my dogs on like comments on Instagram. I got banned on TikTok for speaking up for trans rights. BlackRock made an exception to allow my home modification, but I swear that there was somebody at BlackRock trying to fucking steal my fucking house. It's fucking crazy. Like, I've experienced the worst of MAGA, the local and the federal level, where multinational corporations have identified me as somebody who speaks out online. I think they send troll industrial complex type people after my account to like suppress my shit, you know, mark it as disliked or irrelevant, or you're offended by it, you know. So I constantly have at least 3 or 4 trolls that maybe represent 15 to 20 accounts constantly trying to mute my shit. I don't give a fuck though. I'm just gonna keep on doing it. I don't care if I get 117 views and 2 fucking likes. Fuck these motherfuckers. They've bought our corporate media right under y'all's noses. They fucking tried to take Twitter because Twitter launched a revolution in fucking Africa. So shit stain Elon Musk's like, I'm gonna buy it and I'm gonna cause a MAGA revolution here. He is the most cringe motherfucker I've ever seen. Trump, all he tries to do is like pay off people and shut people up and settle so you don't hear about like the actual court cases. He lies every single time he opens his mouth. Fucking insane that y'all are letting these people operate. Like, all these people I sold books with at the Southwestern Company are like super right wing and they're involved in our government, and I see them pushing this like MAGA Putin ideology. Like in Oklahoma, they're putting Christian public schools in and making public schools buy Trump Bibles. The police in Oklahoma colluding with the mob in Louisiana to kill journalists. There's just rampant corruption within law enforcement in Texas everywhere. All the multinational corporations abuse and exploit prison labor to make a fuck ton of cash. MAGA tried to increase inflation during the pandemic even more so than, you know, what should have happened. That was orders from Trump and Putin to destroy our economy. And they made a bunch of money while they were hurting us and kicking us when we were down. Calling the pandemic a hoax for 120 days, like killed like 500,000 people. Or emergency medical situations that are created from repealing Roe v. Wade, and he brags about it and beats his chest. Fucking Nazis support this motherfucker openly. That's crazy. He's like quoting fucking Hitler. Putin blew up buildings years ago just so he could create a false flag scenario so he could be seen as a hero so he can take the presidency. Then he just never gave it up. Trump is just trying to use that blueprint, and Putin's helping him. That's going to help him tremendously. To destabilize the United States? Fuck. Who's going to fill in the void? If the United States goes down to authoritarianism, I don't know of a country that has enough resources to fill our void. And I think that's what Putin and Xi and North Korea and all these guys know. They know if they could get Trump to topple, the big dog, the road's clear for domination. Fuck it. I'll fucking go to Appalachia with a crossbow or something. I don't give a fuck. I am concerned about everybody's like latched on to this way of life. It's going to be tough to give it up, and a lot of people are going to die. A lot of people have already died. If anybody in the government or colleges is at all confused about the network of businesses and grift and illegal activity that MAGA deploys, whether it be getting people that are zealots or agree with their ideology into office by pushing the people who are actually capable and who are actually voted in, and the general population wants to represent them, they'll push those people out and put in, these weak sycophants that agree with them. So imagine if we have a bunch of local governments with a bunch of weak sycophants that are ill fit for the position. You put somebody like Trump like that, they're all going to just cower and do whatever the fuck he wants. And then JP, he's not going to certify the election, and then bam, you got a Trump 10, 15-year Trump term. I may believe in God, but I believe in separation of church and state. I'll take that up with God later if he's got a problem with that, or she.